All right, Pam, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I'll bring this town of Vinalhaven Board of Selectmen's meeting to order for Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. Roll call, Tom Anthony. Lad Olson is not here, he's absent. And Peyton Warren, myself, Leslie Dyer's on Zoom, Elizabeth Bunker, and Marjorie Stratton. Approve agenda as amended.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, did you?
Yes.
All right, thanks. 3, minutes, approve the minutes from the November 18th, 2025 meeting.
So move. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You. Number 4, oh, yeah, I can see. Approve and sign treasurer's warrants, number 27.
So move. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 5, communications, thank you letter from New Hope for Women.
Just received a nice thank you note
That was a
for
nice
the
note.
annual donation.
Anybody wants to look at it? Not yourself. Very well worthy organization. 6, speakers from the floor. Number 7, committee and departmental reports and appointments. A, downtown project. Hi, Gabe.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Not too bad. How are you today?
Good, good.
Good.
Yeah, I'll just be brief. We're hoping to have things started before the end of the year, but there are additional delays with materials, and JBI really wants to have all of the stormwater components, so like the catch basins and all of those materials on site and in place before they start. So hopefully, by the end of January, we'll see some things happening. Of course, everything is weather dependent too. We've had much colder winter than we have in the past with more snow. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, that's where things stand there. And when we'll be having a pre-construction meeting with Dan Ford coming up, I believe sometime in early January, related to the boat launches and those. We suspect he's wanting to get started on those, I think, February or March. Yeah, and then we still have to put our parking lots out to bid, and that's a January process. So things are moving, just not before the end of 2025. So I don't know if there's anything else to add, Marjorie or Pam.
I can't think of anything unless anybody has any questions.
Whether it's locally or through the API, we can do information. So, yeah.
I think we're all set, Gabe.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Moving on to 7B, Net Factory Site Reuse Committee final report.
All right, that's me. Gabe's
Yeah.
gonna put up a slideshow just to kind of help me get words out. But finally, we have wrapped it up enough to give you recommendations. It was a long process, but a good process. We did a lot of community outreach. We had environmental assessments, structural analysis of the existing building. It's all very detailed in the report that you guys have, but we worked with the sea level rise to see impacts down the road of how it could be impacted. And other than that, a big piece of it was we did a pretty in-depth meeting about tips to for you guys to use a tip down through the area. And then we have a few recommended next steps for you guys to possibly approve. So our final recommendation is to conduct a town-wide assessment of all the municipal properties to see the best use of all the town-owned buildings. Undertake a master planning process for the site, because within the assessment, it was pretty clear the most cost-effective way to keep the building down and start from scratch. But then to do what with, there's so many options. And there was really no general one consensus of this is what needs to happen. There was such a widespread thing, like, it was pretty clear the swap shop has to stay. That was loud and clear. A big thing is housing, recreation center, but what and how and who and where are all the final questions. We did a lot of environmental testing from the area. There was nothing like super concerning to not use there's some stuff in the water that made it not seem like you want kids out running around playing in it, but it's not harmful to use the property. Again, evaluate the TIF district feasibility if private investment will be happening. Oh, and a big recommendation is to establish a new committee to kind of keep the project going. There's a few people interested from the current committee, a few people interested that are wanting to join, but I think it's a massive project, an important property that shouldn't get forgotten about, and obviously rather busy people, so a committee to keep everything happening with a leader of it all.
So would that mean that you would dissolve this committee and create a new committee? Okay,
So
makes sense.
in the, I should have had them in front of me. You guys, I think got like for the motions.
Yeah, there's three things that you
Yes,
wanted
thank
to
you.
ask. Yep.
So the committee is looking for, to have a motion for, is the board willing to accept our report? Do you just want them all at once, or do you want them individually?
I think we can
We have
just do
three motions.
can we do we have to have a motion or a consensus or,
I would just do a motion.
okay. So I would make a motion that the, Board of Selectmen accept the, Net Factory Site Reuse Committee final report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. This, I mean, it's extensive, it's,
Yeah, it's
Good.
not a small project, and it's not an unimportant place, it's
exactly.
such a vital thing. The next request, ask of our committee is the board willing to explore the costs and next steps for a feasibility study and town-owned property assessment to better determine the highest and best use of these properties in meeting identified community needs, such as housing,
It's on the
swap,
front of
soft location, and
Oh.
a community center.
right on the,
I'm sorry.
isn't that it? No?
I'm just wondering if I had a copy of, I'm sorry, Catherine.
It's okay, it was a big wordy one, but.
Yeah, I just wondered if I had if we had copies of what you're reading.
Well, I thought we did.
It would help.
Gabe, do you have a screenshot of that you can pop up there? No, okay.
Sure.
There's a lot of conversation that came up in our meetings is just how the town does own quite a few properties. So a lot of conversation was just, is how they are the best use for all of them. Like the Historical Society, this building, the Net Factory, and I think there were a couple others that came up, but just to assess the buildings and see if that is the best use for all of them.
Well, the Historical Society isn't a town-owned property, it is town-owned, okay. Should have known that. Sorry.
Got a $1 lease.
Oh, that's right, yes, I do know that,
Pretty fair.
yep.
Is the plan to apply for grants for the feasibility study? Is that something that was discussed or?
I can't answer that question.
Okay, okay.
Margie, I think when you and I discussed
Thank
it
you.
last, it's a question of cost and looking at what the grant options are. And I think when you and I discussed it, the only things that we could see were 50, like 50-50 grants, so 50% match. And the question sort of comes up if it's a $50,000 project or a $40,000 project, is it worth applying for a federal grant for $25,000?
I remember now.
Yeah, so I mean, just it maybe the answer is yes, but since the town has many federal grants already, is it worth it? It would be good to have that conversation soon because I think the NBRC grant is opening again this like in January, February. So if the town did want to apply for a feasibility study grant through NBRC, you know, it would be a good time to do it. So anyway, something
Well,
to
I
think
think
about.
the only thing that the committee is asking the board to do is to explore the costs of the next steps, which I think is certainly reasonable.
Who would be doing the exploring? And this is the question.
Well, it'd be me and Gabe and the members of the committee talking about it. And the conversation that Gabe and I had was around how cumbersome federal grants can be. And they can be quite time consuming in terms of reporting and making sure that you're following through with all of their requirements. And sometimes with a smaller grant, like maybe a $50,000 feasibility study grant, it's not worth it, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I think what we're just talking about now, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, is the board willing to explore these costs? And of course, if we went forward with either getting some money in the budget for this or exploring different grants, it all still comes back to the board to approve either a budget item or a grant.
So my question, I guess, is should number 3 come before number 2? Is the board willing to appoint a new committee to help execute this study and assessment along with a project consultant? I mean, should we have a new board before we move forward with the exploration, or, I mean,
I think
Does it
it's an
matter?
either or. I mean,
Simultaneous.
yeah. How long before you're gonna have your new members, do you know? I mean, do you have any
I
idea?
think the group willing to participate is probably ready anytime.
Are you gonna remain on?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we definitely have to explore do some kind of a feasibility study. What do you guys think? You wanna make a
Makes
motion?
sense.
Anybody wanna make a motion?
So
Lisa? Okay. Sounds good. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
was that for both of the,
But let's do 2 and 3, yes.
okay, I see, okay.
2 and 3 together.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So the board did vote to explore the costs and next steps for the feasibility study, and to also appoint a new net factory site reuse committee to help execute this study and assessment. So how's that sound?
I
Good?
got it.
I think that's wonderful.
Thank you, guys.
No, thank you.
And we can work on like the committee formation document, it should be pretty straightforward considering we just stated what the purpose of the committee would be, but we can get that to the select board maybe even by your next meeting, just so that assuming we have all the members identified, but it sounds like there are people ready and willing, so we'll get that to you as soon as we have the members, so.
So in this brownfield study, it says that they are gonna continue environmental testing. So do you have any more information about that you could share?
Can I deflect the question to Gabe?
Sure. Gabe?
Yeah, so where we left off with them is they were gonna continue on with some additional borings, like ground borings. I'm not sure if they actually got to that this year. I think they were trying to do it in like November. But I didn't follow up with them. They usually follow up once they get a certain piece of the project done. So I'm sure I'll be hearing from them this coming month, and can follow up with that. I think those were the last pieces. They just had a couple of final pieces to do. And so it's like we did all these different phases. And so we did a phase 2, and then out of the phase 2 assessment, there were a couple of these final recommendations, which was to do some ground borings. And so the way DEP works through the grant is they put together a scope of work for each phase, and then they put it out to bid, and someone responds, and then that person does the environmental testing. So they did hire someone. I think they were supposed to come out before the end of the year, November or something. But like I said, I don't have confirmation that happened, but I will be following up.
Okay. Be interesting, yeah, to see if there has to be removed the dirt and all
Yeah, I mean, what
the
they were
area there.
saying is it really just depends on how something's going to be used. Like if you're going to put in a playground, you would have to dig out all of the earth there.
Right.
And but if you're going to, pour a concrete slab, then you wouldn't need to. So it just really depends on, and I think the things that they were sort of curious about, I think they were also gonna do like ground penetrating radar or something, because they wanted to explore if there were any underground tanks, because there were mixed reports as to whether there was something there or not.
Right.
Or
I don't say we all, but some of us remember the old garage, when Peasley's garage, and that's where you went to get your gas. There had to be tanks there somewhere. I don't recall ever seeing them, but.
yeah, so we'll see what they've come up with, or if they haven't done it yet, what they come up with when they do. But that's been a really great program, because it's a grant, the technical assistance grant, which we haven't had to pay for any of this work that's been done, which is great. And we're getting some good assessments out of it.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Does anybody have any questions before we move on? Ellen?
I just wonder if that report, now that you've accepted it, is public?
Sure.
Oh, it should be on the,
It's on the website.
should be on the
I can't
website.
see that far.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, if you go to the committee's page on the website, there's a little blurb there that says like download the report, and you can click on that and download the PDF.
Thank you, Gabe.
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions? What's that? Thank you, Catherine. Good job.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate what you do.
Right.
Thanks,
So,
Catherine.
will you come back to us when you have the new committee to, and do, yeah, okay, good,
Yeah, good luck.
good, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't see Millie, so 7C Public Works, she's not on, so, okay, she probably doesn't have it. Been busy plowing.
They've been busy?
I'm sorry?
Plowing and sanding, plowing and sanding,
Yeah,
plowing and sanding.
I've been plowing and sanding, and have sick,
And repairing.
and repairing, and sick children, I do know that, so that's not good. And 7D, library trustee resignation from Hayata Kojuan. Because she is so busy with her business in Rockland that another
Which is a good
obligations. I know, that's good for her. It's a lot of work she does. She needs to resign, so I make a motion that we accept Hayata's resignation from the library board of trustees.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Hayata, for your time on the board. Old business? None?
Nada.
Good. Yeah, we haven't met for so long. Well, we have 9, new business. Selectman resignation letter. Dear Vinalhaven Select Board, please accept this letter as formal notification that I, William Olson, will resign as board member effective 12/30/25. I've accepted a new job position and as a result will not be able to complete my board member duties. I would like to thank the town and board for the opportunity to serve as board member these past few years. Respectfully, William Olson. So I have a motion to accept his resignation.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry that lad's left us, but congratulations and good luck to him in his new job.
Yes, thank you, lad.
Pam,
Yes.
what's the process to replace him? Is that just at a town meeting?
That's
Well,
next.
we'll be coming
Next
up,
on-
that'll be coming up shortly.
Moving on, thank you.
Yes, we'll be moving on.
Or subsection, because I think Darlene's got the.
Well, what
you
we're
want-
gonna do is recommend the timeline that starts now for having a election.
Right.
Did you want to do that now, or is it separate?
Oh,
No, why don't we do it right now since Darlene's sitting right here, waiting for us?
Oh, no, make her wait till the end of the
Bump her down to like 10 or 11.
Oops, where is it?
So
After the-
according to
She's-
Maine Municipal, you can do a declaration, I think it is, to do a shortened timeline. So the fewest that the nomination papers can be available is 10 days, and the filing deadline has to be at least 14, with absentee with that same 14. So the earliest election date would be January 27th. But if you keep with your same selectmen's meeting, that would be a selectmen's night. So we're recommending that you sign the declaration tonight. Nomination papers would be available tomorrow, the 31st. Then we would have papers available for 2 weeks, because with the holiday and weekends, if we did it for the 2 weeks, and then absentee ballots could be available January 14th, the paper deadline would be the 13th. And then we would have election day February 3rd. So the new member wouldn't, if anybody runs, and they would miss the January meeting anyway, so it gives more time. And if we hold the election the 3rd, they would be available for your following meeting in February.
Right, no, that all makes sense. So does that sound okay?
thank you very much for doing that work, Darlene. So I think what Darlene's asking is that you as a board sign this declaration tonight. Is that correct?
Yeah. Does that sound okay to you guys?
Yes.
Sure. Everybody.
I have the calendar if you wanna see it out in paper, but,
No, it's all right, thanks.
They have it too.
are you, okay.
I copied it, there's like the whole calendar
Yeah,
on the
no,
back
it's,
side.
yeah, no, it's fine, and I looked at my phone too, so.
Do I need to come up to sign the declaration, or does it just have to be a majority?
I think it's the majority.
Just a majority is fine for the signatures, but, you know, we're happy to have you come tomorrow if you want to, or.
Yeah,
We just need 3, but, yeah,
And I have to
yeah,
post.
I can come up tomorrow.
okay, all right.
I also have to post it tomorrow.
Are you on the mainland, Leslie?
No, I am home, I'm sick.
Feel better.
So
That sucks.
Thank you.
if you can't sign it tomorrow, that's fine. We've got a majority here, so it's 3 of us.
Okay,
I mean,
I have
You
the day
don't-
off, but I can, if you
you wanna
guys,
come up and bring, it's up to, but
Doesn't matter.
would you post this first thing?
I would, unless she's coming in, then I would wait, but I need to do it. Has to be done tomorrow.
Right.
yeah, just go ahead and do it, then, that's fine.
Motion to sign the declaration?
Yes. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
I,
Alright.
Does that answer your question, Ellen? You had a question about what happens now. Does that answer,
Yeah, I
okay,
just was curious, you know, what the process is
Okay.
when you lose a select board member, because I know you need a number.
right, and so the only way to replace a selectman is an election. That's the
That's
only,
what I was curious
Yeah.
about, because someone said, oh, they'll just appoint somebody, I don't think that's.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be the day.
Okay.
Will it just be, basically replacing his full term, or would it be 3 years after this election?
No, this is only till June.
Just
Okay.
till the next
Yep.
election.
It just
that's
finishes.
a good question, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just finishes this term.
I know, I don't think about
And then
filling you, just, yeah,
I'm gonna
yes,
do
that
all
is a
the
good
timeline
question.
to June, because then the full time, I think nomination papers, is it just his spots?
I think it's
mine's
it's
Yours
Tom's
stuff as
too.
well?
Tom, yep.
So nomination papers will be available, it's usually
April, March, April?
March with a
That'd be turned in
deadline
by April, right?
April.
Mid-April?
The
think so.
deadline to bring them back is in April.
Yeah.
I'll let you all know when you,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
when they're
let's get
available,
this first, let's get this election over with first, and then we'll move on to
That
the.
old thing first thing first?
Yes, exactly, Tom. Okay, any more questions? You all set? All right, thank you, thanks, Darlene. So, 9B, agreement with DOT, construction over limit permit.
So basically, this is just asking the town if during their construction of the parking lot area, I don't know if you, I think you've all looked at it, that's the design. They're gonna be reconfiguring the parking lot at the ferry terminal, and they're just asking if during construction, they can have overweight trucks, if that comes, you know,
If necessary.
if necessary, thank you.
Yeah.
So they're just asking the select board to sign this simple agreement. I think we gave copies. But
I think it's on the back side.
Need general consensus, or do we need to move, or?
I think it should be a motion, yes. Motion to sign the construction over limit permit for the Department of Transportation.
Okay, so I move that we do what Marjorie just said. It's easier than have to go through it all again.
I'll word it later.
Yeah, all right,
Second.
Ken, I can read it through if you want me to. Okay, I'm sorry, I was distracted, I was reading that, and I shouldn't have been, sorry about that. Oh, so.
Probably ought to vote.
All, did you move, second, all in
I
favor?
seconded.
Okay.
Yep.
So moved, all second, all in favor, okay. Sorry. My head was still in that. Okay. So we'll move on to 9C. Accept donation from the Celebration Committee for the Owen Webster Playground.
I did type up a memo for you to try to explain what's going on currently with the playground. But the first step would be to accept the $10,000 donation. Do you have that memo?
So I move that the board accept the donation of $10,000 from the Celebration Committee to be used toward the purchase of the 2 slides and swing set.
Second? So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, gets a little confusing, that's okay.
And as I say in the memo, on July 29th, the Select Board approved an appropriation of $19,936 from the Parks Reserve Fund for the purchase of 2 slides for the Owen Webster Memorial Playground. So the current proposal is to increase the total expenditure for 2 slides and a swing set for $30,393. Since we've already paid a deposit of $9,968, that leaves a balance of $20,425. So the $10,000 can be used to pay $10,000 of that. And that increases what I'm asking the board to approve by only $457. So now we will be taking another $10,425 out of the Parks Reserve. And I know it's a little confusing, but I tried to type it up so that it would be as clear as a little bit of mud.
I know.
And
It
I
is
was hoping
confusing.
that somebody from the
Celebration Committee?
Celebration Committee or, anyway. So does anybody have any questions about that? So basically, we're increasing somewhat what the town, we're increasing what the town is going to spend on the playground, and then increasing a little bit for what we're taking out of our reserve fund to pay for that.
Basically, the town contribution's another $400.
Correct.
The
Exactly.
Celebration Committee's giving us 10,000, we're
Correct.
accepting that, and sending it right back
So
out.
we've accepted the 10,000, and if somebody could just approve or make a motion to approve, do you have this memo that I wrote? Okay, approve the total expenditure of $30,393 and confirm the appropriation of $10,425 to pay the balance of the invoice.
Okay, so I'll make the motion to approve the total expenditure of $30,393 and confirm the appropriation of $10,425 to pay the balance of the invoice.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and Elizabeth has, where are those pictures? I sent Elizabeth a couple of pictures this morning of what the slides look like.
Oh,
I don't have a photograph of the swing set, but it's very similar to the one that's at the school playground. That's the
That's the
slide,
larger one.
that's for the big kids. And that's the one for the littler children, smaller kids.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be such a great improvement to have a playground fixed up there, and this is what you see wherever you go now. Even, I was down in Eastport, just a quick anecdote, I was down in Eastport in September, and we walked up this huge hill to, I was looking for ancestors who might be living in the cemetery up there, buried in the cemetery, and we walked by an elementary school, and there, they had a new playground, and it was very similar to what we have up at the school. And you just go around to different places and you see this is what the new equipment looks like now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I have a question, like,
Yes, Aiden?
but I feel like the metal slide, I don't know, it was a little rough, but I feel like if you just got rid of like the sharp edges on it, it would be fine.
Well, we had an issue up there and the slide had to be removed. So, so we don't have so we don't have a slide, we don't have a swing set. Anyway, it's all gonna be good. Thank you so much to the Celebration Committee for their generous donation of $10,000 and their verbal commitment to continue fundraising to help us complete the project. So,
Yeah. Thank you,
nice.
Celebration Committee.
Yeah. Ellen?
The benches that are there, are those gonna stay there?
Yes.
Good, because it's really nice to be able to sit there.
Well, and somebody, Gino and his crew are gonna be doing some clearing, not, just getting the grass back and taking out the stuff that we don't need them. I'm not gonna take out the trees necessarily, but the things that are growing up that need to be removed. And he said he has I think he told me he had 2 benches, at least one, that somebody had given him that he's gonna give us also. Nice. So it's gonna be really nice when it's done.
There's a little memorial tree there too that
Yes.
was planted for someone. I don't know who it was planted for. I don't think there's no plaque, is there?
I don't believe, but that's still there, the tree, that will stay. So when it's spring, it'll be a little bit easier to see what's going on. And, yeah, exciting. New playground. Any more questions? Aiden?
I got another
One
so,
more.
I was just wondering, are the ships still there, like those wooden ships?
Well, we had to take down the 2 that were left because they were
Okay.
in such bad state.
Less
But we
fun.
have a new one that was donated to us from Cedar Works. The one that they used for different events, they took it all around to different places, and they don't make those anymore, and so they donated it to us, and George Martin very generously brought it over and set it up and put it together, and so the new boat is at the playground.
Well, I haven't been there in a while, so I was just assuming that those old rotting ones were still there, and I was like.
Nope, they sailed away.
I remember there used to have like those big spiders that would crawl on you. Those were, the whole boards were rotten. You could like jump on it, feel it.
Yeah, it was very dangerous, yeah.
They've
So-
gone to Davy Jones' locker.
Yep, they did.
They sunk.
They sunk. They sunk. All right, so that's good news. Thank you, everybody, for everything. 9D, develop schedule for budget meetings.
Is that why you came, Banner, because of the budget?
Party.
Banner's on the budget committee. I was hoping some of the other members of the budget committee would come. But in any case, we need to start thinking about the budget meetings and how you want to do it this year. I don't know, it seems to every year that we try different things. Some things work and some don't, but I'm interested to hear what you would like to do. I've already started putting some of the departmental budgets together and what I'm going to recommend for wage increases. So do you have any thoughts?
How long did it take us last year, do you recall?
It was later than usual, wasn't it?
Well, Marjorie was away.
I was thinking it was earlier because you did go away. We did most of it before you left.
Right.
We
It
did
was-
a lot.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts from the budget committee perspective?
My only thought is that in order to minimize how much extra work people put in, if we can combine budget committee meetings with different departments, with the selectmen's meeting with different departments, that makes it easier for everybody, and I'm happy to adjust my schedule to whatever schedule the selectmen decide on for such meetings.
Well, I also sent out we do have a budget committee ordinance. And in that, the budget committee is supposed to elect a chair and a secretary. And the budget committee is actually supposed to develop their own schedule for meetings.
I'm
That's
secretary, so we have
yeah.
a secretary, but
Yeah, I was hoping that they would come with suggestions about, how they wanted to meet.
You don't have a chair?
Margaret Quagley, I don't know if she's officially chair or not, but she basically does most of the chairman work.
Right.
Sounds like the budget committee needs to meet as a first step, maybe.
Any other thoughts? I mean, for instance, last year, Donald, he said he was happy just having the budget committee
No,
approve it.
no.
I'm
that-
just,
His suggestion, I thought was, I'd never heard of doing it that way before. It didn't,
I don't think it's meant to be that way.
no, it isn't.
so, ask the budget committee to meet and,
Let us know what your plans are. And then I'm gonna be away for 3 weeks in April. So it'd be nice to have it done before then, if we can. Which we should be able to, I would think.
So is
we
there
get-
some kind of like hard deadline that we wanna state?
Well, we have to have it done by, to post it and not post it.
Well,
but
we
get
have to
ready
have
for
the town reports, I think it's a week before the meeting. So, like, if we're pushing that,
Like the 1st of May at least, at the latest,
yeah,
right?
we like
That's
to
the
have them
hard
before,
line.
yeah. So I can get it all into the report, get it sent to the printer, and then
Right.
get it back at least a week before the meeting. So,
Does it wanna be structured kind of where the longer, something takes, you do it at the beginning and then try to make it so you can close it in if it's,
Sometimes we take the ones that are just like wage increases, insurance and such, like the cost of living, that's pretty basic. That doesn't, but the insurances, there really isn't much discussion on that. Some things are pretty cut and dried, so I think sometimes we try to take the easy ones and maybe throw in one that takes a little longer.
Yeah.
Instead,
yeah.
well, one of the conversations that I might put on upcoming agenda is, what we're looking at for capital projects and what we're gonna need to appropriate for our big reserve funds. And I guess not the downside, but that's the thing that we always end up talking the most about in my experience. But then that's also the thing that, changes the most. And, we talk about more throughout the whole process. So I think even if we have an initial conversation, I think that will just give me a sense of if there are any special projects or, we've done a lot really in the last few years. We've done a lot with our facilities, our buildings. We've fixed up this building, we fixed up the old fire hall, and we did a lot of work on the public safety building and also on the transfer station. So, I mean, not to say that there's always things that, always improvements, but we've done a lot in that respect, and we've finally gotten a paving project on the books and completed, so, but there's always something, you know, so those are the kinds of things that we should be thinking about, and then thinking about, okay, well, how do we budget for those items?
And sometimes we would have the budget meeting after a regular board meeting, or we can have them on the off Tuesdays, or how's it, whatever works for you folks.
Any other thoughts about how you would like to proceed?
I mean, generally, in the last 2 years, 2 budget cycles that I've been through, the department heads, like Melanie has her suggestions of what she needs, and you bring
Right.
suggestions, and then the budget committee has their suggestions. And then we kind of reconcile any differences, or agree or disagree, or add in.
Right.
That's kind of the way the budget process is going the last 2 cycles that I've been through.
So what we've done is you're happy with?
I don't have any issues with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gone a lot smoother the last couple of years than previous.
Okay, well, I'll plan accordingly, and I'll contact the budget committee and see if there's any preferences, or, you know, how they want to proceed.
I'm likely to be available.
I know, it's an odd thing to think that we would meet with the budget committee to discuss the budget. That seems kind of a,
But we're supposed to make recommendations to you.
right.
Right.
And my suggestion is just regarding getting reports from departments. It's possible we could combine those meetings.
Well, Millie usually has her report, her budget. She's already probably started working on hers, I would think. She's usually good about getting hers on time.
And the 2 big departments would be public works and public safety, right? Those would be the 2.
And capital projects. So
Well, a capital project, I mean, yeah, but those suggestions would come from those 2 departments, or from Marjorie.
Correct. But
And
we're even,
once- oh,
I'm sorry.
no, that's okay.
But we're even, you know, in pretty good shape, because we got the new fire truck, we've got that, and the new ambulance is ordered.
Right.
And we just have to make sure that we appropriate enough money, you know, for that project, so to speak.
Right.
So, anyway,
And I mean, anytime that there's a budget, that we're gonna discuss the budget committee is welcome to come to the meeting.
Of course.
So that's always an option.
yes,
Okay, well, we'll also have a new member, so that'll be interesting. See who might throw their hat in the ring. Okay, well, we'll wait to hear from you folks,
Sure.
and we'll wait for Marjorie to get it ready to present to us. So,
I might
Pressure's
put a
on.
couple of things on the next agenda in terms of just an executive session to present my wage recommendations, and just to an initial discussion about capital projects.
good, yeah, let's get it started.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right,
Then be ahead of the game.
any more thoughts on that? And are you gonna be able to attend?
I'll try my best, especially, I'll make sure I'll be online, but I will make sure that I'm gonna try to attend more in-person meetings.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, are you on island till when?
I'll be on island till the 3rd, and then I'll be back and forth between Orno and trips to, like, Texas.
So,
February 3rd?
January.
yeah, you have break,
Yeah.
right, winter break, yeah, okay. All right, so, well, we'll move on and see how things go. Okay.
Okay.
9E, accept donations. What is that from?
So Darlene figured while you were doing the playground, this is the other donations that have come in for the first half of the year, our fiscal year.
Nice. So the total, for donations for this year, from July 1st through, the end of this month is $18,668.44. To ambulance equipment reserve, fire department, reserve library books account, the parks reserve, and the swap shop account. So people are very generous. Thanks, everybody that donated. So I'd make a motion to accept and appropriate donations to their respective accounts.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alrighty. Report of town manager.
Just have a couple of things. As you know, we've been trying to get the Knox County Sheriff's Office to meet with us to negotiate a new contract. Our
Right.
contract ends at the end of December. I had contacted Amber Christie, the county administrator, back in November, and I haven't heard anything. But then it was interesting that I got kind of a strange email from someone, I can't remember his name, and it was, he identified himself as the interim county administrator. So I don't know if Amber Christie is now gone. You know, I certainly haven't heard from her, but we've all read about the problems of Knox County and their budgeting issues, that they don't have a quorum with their budget committee, so they couldn't adopt a new budget, and they're trying to do something legislatively to give them an opportunity to accept an increase in their budget. So I don't know if that's why, but I haven't heard anything from Amber Christie, who I think is still the county administrator, but I'm not sure now. But I also copy the sheriff, Patrick Polkey, Kurt Andrick, you know, and all of the other players, and I haven't heard anything, so I'm not really sure what to do about that contract. On a brighter note, I was able, the interest rates, have you read in the news that the Fed keeps, incrementally dropping the interest rates, but I was able to put a significant amount of money into a CD, still earn 3.7. I think the rates now are down to like 3.1 or 3.2. So I was able to do that before the interest rates went down significantly. So, but it's a 6-month CD, so we'll earn a little bit more in interest. So that's a good thing. There was a Ferry Advisory Board meeting on November 20th, and there was a note about the new boat called the Dinsmore. Is currently undergoing sea trials at Sunesco Shipyard in Rhode Island to work out remaining hybrid issues between diesel and electric systems. The delivery date is still to be determined. And then they talked about the design of the other new boat, the Mitchell, which it went out to bid, and it was like 7 million over budget. So that boat hasn't even started construction. But the Dinsmore is supposed to come here to Vinalhaven, so that's in sea trials right now.
It's supposed to come to Vinalhaven?
I believe so. Maybe I'm wrong about
No,
that.
no, I have no,
Dinsmore.
What's it replacing?
I was going to Osborne.
We would keep the Spear. I don't know. I guess I better not say because I'm not really sure. The other new one, the Mitchell, is going to replace the Margaret Chase Smith.
Oh.
So,
Gosh.
and as you recall, we had, you know, when we were doing the planning grant for the crib work down at the ferry terminal, we discovered that we did not own any of that infrastructure, and we sent a question to our attorney. He did call me, Trey Milan, who works for Drummond and Woodsum, and he'll get a specific answer out to us, but he did not see a problem with any of the decisions that we had come to, you know, stop
Right.
any activity or applying for any new grants to renovate or reconstruct that infrastructure, because we don't own it. So he said that he would be sending out his, you know, written legal opinion soon, so we should have that soon. Any other questions for me?
Do you suppose you might inquire to see what's going on with the Spear, the 3 weeks, how inspection seems to have taken
was that?
considerably
That was in here.
longer,
Yeah,
like weeks?
months.
I asked it when it first went off, and they said it should be back in a week.
I think that was the original timeline, was a week.
Week, then 3 weeks.
Spear is on the railway at Rockland Marine with repairs and maintenance underway. That was the only sentence in this report from November 20th. So, I'm sorry, your question was, could I get an update?
Just, yes, an
Okay.
update would be nice, thank you. Is that, meeting there, you sent us those notes, right, Marjorie?
I think I did when they
Yeah,
came in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I'd read them.
So the Vinalhaven's gonna get a new boat and it's gonna be called Dinsmore. Is there someone named Dinsmore who was connected to Vinalhaven?
I don't know.
Al
Let me get
Dinsmore?
more information on that, because
Think- Did he work for the ferry?
was he a
term-
captain?
I don't know if he was a captain, but didn't he work, was his name Al Dinsmore?
I don't know, so
If he was a manager, I don't know. The name is familiar, but I'm not
I'll
certain.
get more information.
But of course, it's a hybrid, so who knows? We'll end up, well, they sold the Libby, so we can't end up with that again.
For $1.
For a dollar, yes.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, Lord, yes. All right, so anything else, Marjorie, you all set?
I'm all set.
All right, so number 11, report of members. Tom?
Any update on the ramp for the thoroughfare?
Oh, that's kind of been a fiasco. We had thought that we had a plan in place, but that plan fell through. I don't see any sense in mentioning any
No.
particular names here at this meeting, but anyway. So, I talked with Pete Gasparini today, and he was going to approach, Foy Brown. We had heard from Rebecca, the town administrator, that he may have something available that he could install. Now, I'm still unsure. I thought we had somebody to do the welding, and now I'm unsure of that. So, I don't know. All I can say is best laid plans. I mean, things sort of things fell into place quickly, and we thought we had a plan,
Right,
but everything's kind of fallen apart. So,
it's not really a safe
I know.
situation, and we have kids in crossing the thoroughfare and
I don't
line
disagree.
workers and,
Yeah, I don't disagree. So Pete was going to approach Foy Brown.
yeah.
So I apologize, but,
No, no,
you know,
okay.
we thought we had a plan, it came together, and then
That
I guess,
happens.
I guess holidays and
Mm-hmm.
the plans came
Snowstorms
apart,
and,
yeah.
Peyton, do you have anything?
No, I had the same question as him.
Okay. I don't have anything. Ellen, you have one final question?
Well, Al Dinsmore worked on the Swans Island ferry.
Oh, that's why his name is familiar. He was a captain.
So maybe that one's going to Swans, maybe I'm wrong, I don't
Make
know,
more sense.
I
I'll
don't
find
have
out.
a
I
clue.
don't remember.
Marjorie will sleuth for us. Okay, so I guess we're all set. Motion to adjourn.
so move.
Second.
All in favor?
I didn't have anything either on.
Oh, I'm
Thanks for
sorry.
having me.
I was waiting for
Sorry,
that one.
I forgot you were there, Leslie. I'm
I know,
sorry.
just shove me in the corner.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
How do you feel about our?
No, I didn't think you were
Thank
even
you,
gonna
Tom.
be here at all.
Well, I wasn't sure. I've been sick since Friday, so I
That's
just
too
crawled
bad.
out of bed yesterday. So
Nice. Yeah,
That's a bummer. I hope you feel better.
thank you.
yep.
Have a
Take
good
care.
night.
Bye, Leslie.
Take care,
Bye.
dear.
Bye, Gabe.
Bye, Gabe.
Night, Gabe.